Okay, this time for sure. Had another incident now, just a few hours of it locking up. I should have done the whole thing. I wish I'd started when I woke up after resetting it last night. Everything was working correctly. I got up. I had two flashing lights indicating regulation mode. I had the lights for the wind generator and PV both lit up hard. The wind generator, of course, was flickering a little because it wasn't a consistent input, but it was all working fine. I came to the panel, I had output, everything was working correctly. Actually, no, I take that back. Everything was in standby, so everything was correct. It was sitting in float mode and working in standby, so I had zero output, and but that was what was expected given that it was in float mode. So I went ahead and shut the shore power off and put the load on the inverter to take the batteries down a notch, and it worked perfectly as far as it coming out of regulation mode. As you can see, the lights are on hard, and for a few minutes it worked correctly. It came on and I got a charge, and it kind of looked like this. Okay, but now of course it is totally locked up. That didn't take but a couple of minutes after it came back. It still shows float phase, but the regulation, as you saw, was off. But as you can see, the wind generator is sitting there at 5 amps, which it never just sits. So that's, I haven't even looked at it yet, but I'm sure it's going to be a problem. So notice it says switched off, which I didn't do. Here's the total screen. Oh, that was blank just a few minutes ago. Here's the wind generator that's blank. Okay, so it looks like it's the wind generator that's causing the issue. And I say that it's got to be the controller. Just because it never did this before, never. But here, see, they're both off, and they were both on just a bit ago. If I turn them both on again, that'll free it up. Not getting to that screen though. There we go. So this is how it should look. Everything's, the wind generator is on zero, but that's just because there's no wind. Notice though, it's gone back into regulation mode, which at this point now, it's showing the 13.6, 13.7, which is interesting since my panel's only showing 13.2 or 5, but that's also, it's got another generator, another charge controller there that's putting out another 7 amps right now, so that may be affecting it a little bit as far as the voltage. So I'm going to see if it drops down in the bulk mode and see if it locks up again, because that's really where we're at. Now the wind generator has gone into standby, which is interesting, but I guess it's in regulation mode, so maybe that's not a problem. But anyway, we'll let it ride for a while. So, but yeah, it definitely had another lockup. That's twice in